Part 6 of Day 3 of the Charlotte protests for justice for George Floyd, beginning now. If you want to know what's going on right now, could you please go watch Part 5 so that I don't have to explain it again? And I'm just going to give my mouth a break. I assume that most of you are right back from... if the audio is not working... What?
About me / Quincy Nerd. No, I just read the bottom.
Well, I wanted to read the whole thing. If the audio is not working, then you need to log out and log back in. I don't know what to tell you. It's totally fine. It's nothing I can do to fix it. I'm gonna pin our PayPal link again. Thanks for joining back in. I hope that I don't have to update you because you should know what's going on. Blah 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 blah. Okay, so as I was talking earlier, Flint, Michigan today did something that I've never seen before. The sheriff's department decided to put their batons down, and they said to the protesters, let's make this a parade and not a protest, after the protesters had chanted, walk with us. So this is the first time since that happened in Charlotte that the protesters started chanting, march with us. It didn't last very long. I hope they try it again because that would be really cool to see.
Justin.
What's that?
Oh, that's not what I want. We should walk up here. Epicenter 2 minutes ago.
Come on. We just saw, I'm going to wait to say it so that we don't cause a commotion. What's up, man? CMPD just tweeted that there are people arming themselves with bricks out in front of the epicenter, so we're making our way up there kind of to see what happens. All these people are walking back towards what's going on over there. It was pretty peaceful.
Campus out too.
Jason, yeah?
Jason, yeah. I work at Blind Pig and Bones.
Oh, nice to see you. Be safe. He works at Blind Pig. He's friends with Jason Baker.
I thought he said Brian Pickett.
Pig Pitkin. Can I see that tweet again? How long ago was it posted?
2 minutes. Three minutes now. Reports of protesters arming themselves with bricks in front of epicenter. Violence and destruction of property is not the solution. 4 arrests so far tonight.
Which I think we've seen all of them. There were 30.
So super spread out tonight.
There were 30 arrests total last night. There were 15 total the night before. We said how many today? 4?
Yeah.
So 49 total arrests in the 3 days of the Charlotte protests. Most of the charges are for failure to disperse or carrying a concealed weapon or carrying a firearm in a place of assembly. What's odd to me about that tweet... No. Come here, I don't want to yell it. I don't want to yell it just in case. CMPD tweeted out a couple of minutes ago that there are protesters arming themselves with bricks at the epicenter, so we're just going to go check it out.
Okay, let me go get my crew.
I just wasn't trying to start nothing. Which I guess we just did.
Yeah. Spreads like wildfire.
Whoopsie. When you got the best live feed out here and you start walking away People are going to be curious where you're going. So that might be my bad. I'd say there's about 400 in total. Very, very spread out. The tweet that they sent out seems a little unlikely because the protesters are back down that way.
They also said reports of, so they didn't even say we've seen this.
Oh, so it's just people saying it? I've had people saying crazy shit in the comments on these live.
Apparently someone got murdered.
Oh, yeah. Now I feel bad that we even told Chrissy because I don't want to take them away from what they're doing if there's nothing going on. Because all the protesters were down there. They had some of them were stopped at that line that I showed you at. Some of them were stopped at that photo op, and some of them had kept marching the other way. So I don't really know what's going on up here.
Someone else? Huh? Are you not Eolian? Yeah. Oh, okay. So you're just not with the department anymore? Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Like 6 months
For a
ago.
second, I thought it was a real asshole.
You're now walking.
Okay.
I was the person tweeting out.
Right, that's what I thought.
But yeah, no, the stuff that they're tweeting out like has no context.
That's why I was kind of surprised. Yeah. I didn't know that you were aware. Yeah, that makes more sense.
It makes more sense now, right?
You thought she was just fucking up.
Yeah, well, it's like, this doesn't seem like her.
No. Because I usually offer context.
Right.
And a point of view.
Well, yeah, they just tweeted that people are arming
Yeah, I know.
themselves.
That's what I'm heading to. Which most likely.
Thank you. We're good. Thank you.
So I think there's a lack of communication.
Yes.
Be safe.
Yeah, it's hard. Which means
You've lived it.
yeah, it was very stressful. Because they'll be like, put it out. And I'm like, this is confirmed.
Yeah.
And they're like, well,
Well, that's what I was just telling them before we were in India, is that it just says report says. So it's not even them saying we saw this.
exactly. Which doesn't make any sense because they have officers already out there, plus the radio.
Pacific.
Oh, for the WCCB?
Yeah.
So, you guys staying safe?
Yeah, what have you been up to?
Just living the non-employment life?
Oh, yeah?
Doing some freelance here and there.
You got anybody? Are you shooting for anybody tonight? Would you like to shoot for us? We can pay you for your photos if you want.
I'm already put here.
Yeah.
You have access to me. Card. Let me know. If you see anything.
Right.
Usually I still get access to that.
I figured.
Also, the officer like one of them let me through. He was like, oh yeah, I can help you.
Yeah, our photographer is
Yeah, there's nothing I can do about the sound for you guys. My bad. We're just on a long walk right now that I really, really hope we don't regret. So there are people up here, but I mean, still just looks like they're chilling. Here's some evidence from last night when they were shooting the pepper balls at us. Right here, you can see all of this.
All right, I'll see you.
Right here was the most kind of epic part of the entire onslaught of tear gas, flashbangs, and pepper balls. That was cool. You can see all of that if you watch the videos from last night. I don't see any police up here. I don't see anybody with bricks. I do see 2 officers up at the top of the stairs there at the epicenter, but I don't see anybody with bricks. Though they might be on College Street. I really hope it didn't take this long. That's right there?
No, up there.
CVS.
Oh, yeah.
I really hope we didn't take this long ass walk for no reason.
Probably did. That's what we gotta start doing. When something like that happens, I should just go. There's no point. We have this resources to cover 2 things at once. We're just together.
Oh, I miss it.
Well, that's true too.
The reason I'm walking away from the crowd is because CMPD tweeted out a couple of minutes ago that they had reports of people arming themselves with bricks outside of the epicenter. Seems a little ridiculous. They didn't say it was confirmed. All of the protesters were down where we were, and or they were marching in the opposite direction. We're up here at the epicenter now. There's nobody out here. Is a lie. Is a lie. Must have been a false report. Do you see why I was telling you guys earlier that if you want me to look into something, you need to send me a picture or a video or something that I can confirm with, because shit like this happens and we just wasted all of our time walking up here.
Hell yeah, ain't shit up here.
So
We're sorry. We didn't mean to have you on the line.
So this is a perfect example of, if you want to comment and tell me something, send me proof. I need legitimate proof, because even CMPD doesn't know, because they decided. Yeah, CMPD decided to tweet out that they got, instead of confirming it first, they decided to tweet out the fact that somebody called and that they had reports of people arming themselves with bricks.
Well, when we get up here, CMPD has
Yeah, there are no cops up here. There are 2 cops up on the stairs. So now, all the protesters are back down that way. Now it just says everybody's at CMPD, come back. We know that they're down there because we just left them.
Joe just texted me and said the crowd is at Tryon and 4th.
Tryon and 4th?
Yeah.
How is that fucking possible? We just left them. Up here. Oh, they want them to get away from that. We're gonna sit for a minute. Oh God.
Let's not forget. Come on. This is exactly what they were trying to protect in 2016.
When they fucked that up, when that dude got kicked right there by the police, this was the police.
Oh, you don't need to send me a picture of the tweet. I saw the tweet.
That's all we model. That's brand new.
I'm just saying that this is a perfect example of. It seems odd to me that Joe Bruno would say that there are people at Tryon and 4th, because we just left the group of 400 people.
Oh, really? They had already gone.
But they were walking that way. You think they made it all the way up there since then?
You got Sean Sanders.
4th is just right over there.
4th is right there. 4th is 2 blocks that way. It's 6th. No, it's 5th trade 4th. So we're a block away from it and a block up. Are those cops right there? Up there?
Yeah.
All right, so it looks like we need to go up that way.
Oh, man.
I think he in Durham. Hey, Roger, I'll be in Raleigh, Durham, probably Monday or Tuesday. I'll hit you up. We're going to take a break while we up here because I think feet hurt. Y'all let us know if y'all watch it live. Don't watch QC Nerves live. I mean, I ain't saying don't watch it. I'm saying don't try to look at they live and come back and tell me what they saying, because I'm sitting right here with them.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Because people been like telling us all night what people is at and shit. Roger said no doubt. So, we up here, it ain't shit happening. They just sent you on a wild goose chase too.
Oh, they're not throwing rocks up here. They know what. You look at the kids.
Yeah.
Nothing. That's a ridiculous question.
She didn't ask me. Because I said throw a
That's
brick to
already
every
been
one of them motherfuckers. Every many as you can. Bust them all out.
Wow,
Fuck that.
I found our first disagreement.
You don't think we should bust them all out?
No.
What
Let's,
should do? Burn it down, Justin. Out of the ashes, the phoenix rises. You got to burn it.
I don't know.
Listen, what does fire do?
Burns.
No. Heat refines, right? So if you got a chunk of gold, you put some heat on it, what does it do? It purifies that gold, right?
All right.
So if we want to purify the system that we live in, we got to burn it down, start again. This is not what our forefathers imagined. Well, maybe it is what they imagined.
But okay,
but we're not who they imagined it for.
So to speak on that point, then you say burn down the establishment to rebuild, but why?
All the stuff.
Why the rest of it though?
Because that's the only thing that capitalists, who are the top 1%, respect.
Okay.
Is when you fuck up their shit.
Okay.
See, they've already commoditized black and brown bodies. Our bodies are commodities. Because when you look at the budget, and $1.9 billion of our budget is spent in North Carolina just to keep people locked up in DPS.
Yeah.
You got one division of DPS, Correctional Enterprises, which is the arm that makes money, that uses the labor of incarcerated people to make money. One division last year made $1 billion in laundry services, where they sold the labor of incarcerated people to France to make pantyhose. So they made $1 billion in one division. That's not even including all the signs. It's not talking about all the license plates. Yeah, what they had on?
Apparently there are National Guard soldiers inside those CMPD cars.
That's what Sean was. Yep. So the governor authorized 450 officers for National Guard, and he said that each state, each county, city could have their own, they could deploy them when they felt like it was necessary. So he was just going to make this available to them. Yeah,
All right.
burn it down.
I'm going to take another sip of water.
Lane, you at the transit?
Let me get another sip of water.
I'm about to be at the transit lane. We going back down there?
No, we're going that way.
What's going on down that way?
We can see some cops lined up. We can see police on bikes.
See cops lined up? Oh, surely. Yeah, but ain't nobody down here. We don't know that. Where's Snoopy going? You got to follow Snoopy. Right there.
You're just chilling.
He's sitting over the police station now.
All right, we're about to start moving again. We were trying to have a constructive conversation that got cut off by... From National Guard soldiers in that CMPD car.
They got their little gator down there.
Well, they've just been driving. I get what you're saying. No, they're on the maintenance ones. So if you see a bus that says maintenance, they've got the riot police on them. So we walked up here because CMPD had tweeted out that people were arming themselves with bricks in front of the epicenter. That's bullshit. We're right here. I got arms, but I don't have bricks. But then we heard that they were blocking the road at Tryon and 4th, which still seemed odd to me because of how far away we were from that when we left where we were. But now there are a line of police officers on bikes at the intersection of College and 4th. So we're going to go find out. Oh, did WCCB just comment on the false info tweeted by CMPD? Because so did I. 10:46. No offense to WCCB. We love the shit out of them. They're media partners of us. Morgan Fogarty is awesome. So are the rest of them. Ugh. Just heard some kind of loud smack type deal up that way, so we'll go check it out. Somebody said Joe Bruno is by U.S. Bank with a large group of people, so
Up
up there.
Always trust Joe Bruno. Yeah, I ran into him and I was like, man, every time I see
I've been protesting for 3 days, and this is the longest I've ever had to wait to cross the street, I tell you. Yeah, there's definitely something going on up here. It can't be bigger than what we just left, and I assume that it's not. I assume that it's not violent. Like I said, this is day 3 of the Charlotte protests. This is the 3rd protest of the day. There have been a total of about 3,000, between 3,000 and 4,000 people out here protesting. It's been completely peaceful all day. The first 2 were organized by local organizers. One at First Ward Park, one at Romare Bearden Park. They both marched through the city streets. This one was not organized. It kind of just came together. They went where they wanted to. CMPD kind of funneled them to Novel Stonewall Station, which is where they brought the riot police off of the catch transport buses. They advanced on the protesters, pushed them through the parking structure, fired pepper balls and salt bullets at them. They were aiming the salt bullets at people. I got hit in the leg with one. The guy standing next to me got hit in the back with one. They pushed us away. The entire group remained peaceful. Been marching throughout the city for what seems like my entire life. We got window, 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 window. I'm gonna say it again. Window. Was super peaceful. Super spread out. Feels like it's really dying down. Nobody out here is being violent. There was that one instance of somebody throwing a water bottle at the cops. Those are just fireworks. Those are just fireworks. So last night and the night before, the weapon of choice from the protesters were fireworks. According to a release from CMPD earlier today, an officer was hit in the face with a firework when it exploded yesterday. He had to go to the hospital for those injuries. Somebody threw a firework into the crowd of officers right behind me. I got it on video. It was fucking nuts. It sounds like the tone is a little different down here maybe, but I really can't comment on it until we're there. The protesters are very spread out. They're in all different they're on all different parts of the city right now. The protesters aren't breaking windows and they're not looting. There were just a handful of assholes out here last night that decided to start throwing rocks through windows for no reason. It was not a majority decision. Nobody was looting. Nobody's doing that right now. Like I just said, it's a peaceful protest. The protesters have spread out so much over the past hour that it's almost not really even a demonstration anymore. It's just small groups of people walking through the streets like they would be if it was a regular ass day.
Walking up trade now.
So what do we want to do? Follow them or wait?
But the smarter people are moving. It's something down here going on.
Not a lot.
Probably a big group walking up trade. I don't know. Hey, Tara, let me know what's happening.
Very large group at Romare Bearden. Oh, okay. They're looting in Wilmington. Let's go. Okay. Well, let's do it. What you got there?
What?
What you got there?
It's a cool sticker that said something I don't get.
Oh.
Saw the X. What auntie?
Yeah, so it's to the point now where the protesters have split up in so many different ways to do their own thing that it's just small groups of people walking around. We hear that there's a large group of people walking up Trade Street, so we're gonna go check it out. There's not a whole lot to see right now anymore. That could change. We wanna follow the helicopter. They're just driving over metal grates. That's been the most confusing thing.
WCCD said 4th and Poplar headed towards Romare Bearden.
Well, that's up this way. Ugh. Okay, life is hell right now. Reporting from the back lines, the sidelines. CMPD threw out that one tweet, fuck the media, all up. Very well played. I see people running. What does that mean? That's fine. Apparently they're throwing flashbangs at people. Here's one of those SUVs, blue SUV that might have National Guard soldiers in it. I can't see through the window. All right. So this is actually 2 National Guard soldiers. One had a bomb sticker across his chest, might be part of a bomb group. Ryan, should we go that way or this way?
I don't know.
Somebody just threw fireworks onto the balcony of Ink and Ivy.
Oh, somebody just threw fireworks onto the balcony of Ink and Ivy. As you just saw that blue SUV, I don't know if you could see it through the windshield, but I did. I am single. There are people running down here. Those 2 soldiers in that car, one of them had a bomb insignia across his chest. Seems that these protests...
Ink and Ivy open?
Yeah. Seems like these... Yeah, Ink and Ivy is currently open. And we're getting reports that somebody threw fireworks onto their balcony. You can smell it. It looks like they might be evacuating the bar. Not totally sure what's going on. They have bike officers here. So we just heard that somebody threw firework up onto the patio here at Ink and Ivy. Imagine getting that for dessert. Now the bike officers are kind of just holding here for a second. All right, yeah, Ryan, they are all up there. So we're gonna get up to where the group is and get back in the action for you.
Best thing ever, right here.
So the officers are now riding up here. We still don't know what's going on up at the intersection because we got separated from everybody, but we're gonna go see. Not sure. Everybody got separated. There are fireworks off in the distance. This bus right here in front of us, not in service. They have riot police in it. There are protesters running in this direction. I'm not sure exactly what's happening. Seems like we can't call this peaceful anymore. Not sure. Hey man, how are you?
What's up, man?
All right, so they've got riot officers here walking toward the protesters. They're setting off fireworks in that direction.
They getting off the buses.
So they're advancing on the protesters. I assume that the tear gas, pepper balls, and flashbangs are going to start coming out soon. I want to try and get on the other side of the line for you so I can show you what's happening. Everybody got separated. I don't know what happened down here. I'm sorry. We heard reports of the protesters throwing fireworks. There's people coming running from down here.
Hey, once y'all get in front of them, they ain't trying to let you come back.
So there's no way I'm going to be able to get on the other side of that line. It sounded like a flashbang. I might try and go this way. I want to find Ryan though. I don't know where he is. I can't wait. So they're going to hold that line there at College Street. I'm going to head down this alley, try and get around the other side of the line so I can show you what's going on. Nobody got shot. People are running up here. Up there, that was two gunshots in the crowd back toward where people were running from. Those were two gunshots. People are shooting in the crowds again. It's just like last night. I don't know how far away they were, if you could see that or not. I could see it perfect. Somebody just shot twice into the crowd, aiming backwards. There's explosions going on now. All right, so there were 2 gunshots fired. Let me ask my friends real quick. Did you guys see that guy shoot the gun 2 times? I gotta get my mask on. I gotta go down here and see what's going on. All right, the tone completely flopped. It's not peaceful anymore. As you saw, somebody just fired 2 gunshots into the crowd. Multiple firework explosions, multiple gunshots. They're using gas, flashbangs, Ray McKinnon. All right, so there are a line of riot police. They're putting their gas masks on. They're lined up across 4th Street in front of the epicenter. I witnessed 2 gunshots go off back in the direction of where the officers are. Found the protesters. They deployed tear gas or pepper balls. This is the first time today that they announced as an unlawful gathering. The protesters started by throwing fireworks. That escalated the situation. I found Christy for people who were asking. People were asking if I knew where you were.
Oh, yeah. Have you seen Jess? I lost it. No.
But man, let me tell you.
Somebody just fired 2 gunshots back this way. I saw it.
I was over here, and the police really protected us from all the. They came and like put their bikes around us because we was cracked down. Because God damn.
Because what was happening? What was happening here? They're shooting pepper balls. People are throwing stuff at the officers.
They're shooting pepper balls.
They're shooting pepper balls. It's gonna get hard to breathe here in a second.
I'm trying to pick one up.
I got 2 at home. I'll give you one. All right, so they're still throwing water bottles. They just split the protesters up. So, did they deploy tear gas?
Yes.
So they deployed tear gas, pepper balls, and flashbangs. The protesters set off fireworks. There was a protester that fired 2 gunshots in this direction. The officers aren't letting us through. They're having a hard time getting the line set up here. They're separating the protesters. They're not letting people through. The riot police just pushed the rest of the protesters down that way. Eye is burning. So everything changed almost. That was a flashbang. Everything changed almost immediately. They're advancing on us. So they just brought this line forward. They've completely separated the crowd. There were 2 gunshots fired from one of the protesters aimed back into the protest and toward the riot police officers. I did see that. There are people out here with firearms. Flashbangs and tear gas. Everybody here is kind of backed up. We should probably... Well, we just want to... This group is small now. Let's go find the other group. We cut through here. Can we cut through here? All right, we're gonna so yeah, it turned violent. They separated the protesters. The protesters were throwing fireworks at the officers. They threw fireworks onto the they threw fireworks onto the balcony of Ink and Ivy. They tear gassed the crowd. They're throwing flashbangs. They're shooting the pepper balls. There was one protester while running up this street. He did turn around and fired 2 shots back in this direction. So we're gonna go see what's going on. The gunshots were a little concerning, as they were last night, especially because now people are throwing rocks at windows. It's not peaceful anymore. It's all right. It's a violent protest there. There you go. So yeah, somebody with absolute blatant disrespect for human life turned around and fired 2 gunshots into the crowd. It doesn't seem that it hit anybody, but it could have hit anybody. I hear people screaming in this direction. Gonna go link up. All right. Here's a group of protesters. They're running. The riot police are advancing down North Tryon Street, causing all these people to run. What's up, brother? What's going on? They're shooting pepper balls from a distance. So they're gonna make a line there. All right, they're walking this way, so I'm gonna back up.
It's good BNTC. Move.
People are still throwing stuff. Oh shit. All right, so they're being very aggressive. It's getting stupid dangerous out here. All right, it looks like they stopped. As you can see, the protesters continue to throw fireworks. One went off right next to me. The officers threw flashbangs and shooting pepper balls very aggressively. The protesters have, it was peaceful 45 minutes ago. It's no longer peaceful. I'm gonna call it a violent protest.
Yeah, it's about a protest here.
Yeah. That firework went off within a couple of feet of me. Those gunshots went off earlier. Don't come out here if you're planning on it. It's not safe anymore. It's just silly. I don't know how they got these to hit all the way down here. Nice wheelie though. That was a good wheelie. Ooh, damn. Impressive. You good though? They were like right on you guys. You guys are good? You good?
Oh, they was on us though.
Yeah. They told you what? What? What about the homeless people? Alright, so please do not call me while I'm live streaming. So quick little recap. Here you go, Christy. So they just sent off a flashbang. But here's kind of what's going on. Everybody split up for a little while. Protesters started throwing fireworks. Police retaliated. Somebody started shooting into the crowd. The riot police just pushed everybody back from whatever intersection that was up there by shooting the pepper gas and flashbangs. And everybody's now gathered in the intersection of 3rd and Tryon. Yeah. I'm gonna stop this, save it, and I'm gonna start again. So that you guys can kind of watch how it progressed. And then part 7 will be what happens from here.